Hi, everyone. So, welcome to Friday Yoga. Um, so, I just wanted to start today by sitting, and whatever a comfortable seat looks like to you. I have just been able to sit like this because of a knee injury. So, this is actually feeling pretty good for me today. Sometimes it's helpful to add some cushions underneath your butt to lift your hips higher so that your knees are lower than your hips. So, mine are a bit not as low as I'd like them, but that's okay. You could also be kneeling on your shins or, sitting in any way that feels comfortable. You can even do this in a chair. So we're just going to open and start up by taking a moment to arrive, to come into stillness with your body. Maybe you think, oh my goodness, all day I'm still in my body or sitting. I promise we will get moving. But I wanted to start today just to put this little seed for our practice for the rest of your day, for the rest of, this, your life really, is just how much connection means to us and how safe we feel in our bodies and in our life is directly correlated to the amount of connection we might feel. And, in times like these, we don't have our typical kind of connections that we rely on. And so we always can just rely on our own connection to self. So I want us to just focus on that today and just bring to mind how you are being with yourself. And ask yourself this question: is it softer or is it harder? Like the approach to how you're living. So that your tone of voice, when connecting to yourself, that thing you're saying, how is the conversation in your head? Is it softer? Is it harder? Is it the way you speak to the person that you're living with? Is it soft or is it hard? So it's just like prioritizing softness helps us to connect more deeply just within, but also to the others that we are connecting with. And in our practice too, it's sort of like, so I welcome you today when we're practicing just to see, is that like, could it be easier if I relax into this, or is it resistant and forcing? So let's just begin here with that in mind. I want you to soften your shoulders away from your ears. And as you start to soften your shoulders away from your ears, notice your shoulder blades, your jaw, the skin on your face. So just noticing here, are you holding, are you resisting, are you in tension in your body? And just start to notice your breath, a really soft breath in through your nose. As you exhale, just open up your mouth, slowly release that breath out. Good. Just let it settle. As you breathe in, bringing in the awareness of softness, almost like you were like a magnet. Your breath is a magnet for softness. So as you breathe, just breathing, magnetizing softness in your body. And as you exhale, just let the softness land. Let it literally be just landing in your body, all of your cells, your muscles. I promise you will not fall apart by being softer. It feels a little scary because it feels so vulnerable sometimes, but just letting your body soften, your mind soften, your breath soften. Notice how that changes the quality of just the sensations in your body. Great. Just take one more breath together. Inhale, nice and soft, like you were a magnet with your breath. Just draw the softness in. Okay, and as you exhale, just let it land in your body. Stay with that sensation of softness. Let it spread throughout your entire body. You can just slowly open up your eyes, and you're going to stay here in this position. And I want you to take your fingertips forward. So if you're kneeling, you could stay maybe to a side bend, but we're going to forward fold here. So fingertips right in front of you. See if you can just walk your hands forward, using your fingertips to push the floor away. Just send your hips back a little bit further. Soften your shoulders. down your back, tuck your chin in towards your chest. You start to feel into the sitting bones. You might walk over to the side, back to center, other side. And just a moment just to notice how you can let the breath move through your whole body when you place your attention on it. So it's very conscious choice. Come back to center. Rise back up using your hands. Let's just switch over to the other side. I forgot to say that too, if this feels easier for you, just to spread your legs out wide like a V, you could also do the fold this way. So if you're doing the other side, other foot comes in front and you do the same thing, just walking it forward. Again, you could go wide with your legs and do the same thing. Make sure the sitting bones are grounded and just slowly fingertips walk forward. So you're leading with the heart. Let your heart move towards the front of your mat. Drop the shoulders down your back. Again, breathing in softness. And what if that softness were your actual strength? What if the feeling of staying with yourself in that softness was your superpower? It is your strength. Okay, keep walking your hands forward. Press into your fingertips. Let your toes curl up towards your knees if your legs are long and stretched out. One more breath. Good, I think we're still. Okay. All right, and so you're just gonna walk your hands back in. Beautiful. Bring your legs out in front. So if you're crossing your legs, just give them a little shake out. You can take your hands, make some fists, and just give them a nice little tap. Back and forth, all the way out. Beautiful. Okay, and then we're just gonna come right into a downward facing dog. Bring your hands forward, curl your toes, walk it out. Again, noticing where in your body you can possibly find within the container, within like the strength of your body, how can you get into the softness as well? Where can you find softness? Maybe again, it's in your throat or your jaw. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Just walk it out. A couple more times, just noticing the heels one at a time, releasing towards the floor. Pay attention to your knuckles. Let them press deep into the ground. Armpits roll towards your heart center. Good. So we're going to walk your hands back to your feet. Slowly bring them back. Coming down into a ragdoll position. Feel your feet on the ground. Grab your opposite elbow. Again, just noticing the weight of your torso here. Bend your knees. You can sway your torso side to side. As you do this, just noticing how you can get to release some tension through the spine. Pull your belly towards your spine. Navel in. And then release the hands. Walk back, downward facing dog. Just gently, softly, slowly. Taking a plank position from here, high push-up. Shoulders in line with your wrists. Take a moment here, press your heels back, belly in, and then heart slightly forward. Okay, so again, shoulder blades down your back, and let's just drop one knee at a time. Just slow motion, just softening. You could also do this from your forearms. So it's either way. Okay, so just noticing the core, belly, navel in, one knee at a time. Drop it down. Pull the shoulders back and down. Beautiful. So again, forearm plank or regular plank. Just keep doing this. Knees touch and tap. 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing. Push it back. Beautiful. Take your right leg and lift it high behind you. So I am not mirroring you. I'll take my right leg. Reach it back. Okay, push into your hands. Three-legged dog. Let's see if you can open that up. So again, you're going to slowly bend your knee and just let the hips open to the side.
Stack your hip one on top of the other. Spread your toes wide. Keep grounding into your palms. And then you're just going to slowly straighten that leg out. Let's come in knee towards nose. So it's like a plank with the pushing down into your hands. Bring it back again. Inhale. Okay, knee to nose again. Bring it in. Squeeze the belly, lift it out. Lift the knee. Bring it back. Okay, this time you're going to come in, knee to nose, pull the belly in, pull the knee up, step it forward, warrior one. Oh, not warrior one, runner's lunge. There we go. I do this live in person too. I mess it up all the time. Okay, so you're going to ground into that right big toe mound. Fingertips are light on the floor. And let's just sink the hips forward just a little bit so that you can lift the heart forward and draw your shoulders back at the same time. So your back heel, you pressing the back heel back. Take your right hand to your right thigh. Slowly begin the twist. Okay, so you're working on pulling the belly in and twisting from the lower back first. Reach your right hip back a little bit in space. And then fingertips on the ground or hand flat, start to open bigger, finding a shoulder stack. Reach through your fingertips. And then you're going to take that hand and thread the needle through. So bring it through, reach over to your left. Do that again. Inhale, reach it up, twist. Bring it through, twist it up. Okay, one more time. Inhale, reach up, twist. Back leg strong. Bring it all the way through, twist it out. Beautiful. Hold there, reaching through your fingertips, shoulders down, hands on the floor. You're going to step your left foot in a little bit closer, and you're going to bend both knees and just start to hinge a little bit here through your hips. You can bend both knees. Fingertips on the floor or blocks or hovering. So keep the back knee bent, and I want you to push into the front foot as you start to hinge over the front thigh. Slightly different. It's almost like a taking off racing position with your knees. You could also bend the front knee. Now, if it's there, you could plant the back foot and go a little deeper. Just 2 breaths. Shake out your head. Okay, and then you're going to slowly bend your front knee, your right knee, walk your fingers forward and lift the back leg up, 3-legged or a standing split. So you're going to lift that leg high, belly in, bring your feet together. Stay in the fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. And then exhale, just plant your hands, step back again, plank position. Just for a moment here, we're going to change it up a little bit of core. So notice we're working with some fire, some effort, but we're also looking at where in the body you can take away some of the effort. So the face, okay, so either your knees are going to be down or hands here. You're just going to touch one shoulder and the other. Good. So just working the core, belly in, tap, tap, tap. See if you can breathe here. Nice. We're going to add to this. So this time with the left hand, you're going to tap the right shoulder, and then you're going to open it up and bring it down. Other side, tap, right hand to left shoulder, open it, a little twist, bring it down. Same thing, tap, twist, down, tap, twist, down. One more each side, tap, twist and open, bring it down, other side, open, down. Beautiful. This time all the way down to your belly. Inhale to cobra, lift up. So cobra could be here, it could be down on the ground, and just take a couple of deep breaths in your cobra. So I want you to bring the hands, let them pull the heels of your hands back to open your chest more. Nice. Shoulders down your back. One more breath. All the way down. Push back up into a downward facing dog. So slow, slow, slow. Walk it out. Let's take a child's pose in between just to release the shoulders. So bring your elbows down. Palms, if you can, open towards the ceiling. Okay, so here, palms open, soft, soft shoulders, soft jaw. Maybe even softening through your heart center towards the floor. If you can take your hands and place your fingers right to your upper back. Okay, deep, deep breaths all the way down into your low back, your lumbar spine. Give your hips a little wiggle. Encourage a little more softening in through the hips, in through the back. Bring your hands back in, tabletop to downward facing dog. Left leg, here we go. Reach it up, and you're gonna open it up. Bend your knee, stack your hip open. Okay, so this is a three-legged dog with a beautiful space here. Spread your toes, press into your hands, and then you're gonna slowly bring it in, knee to nose. Hold and hover, bring it back, stretch it out. Knee to nose. Squeeze the belly, lift the knee, bring it back. Okay, last one here, you're gonna hold it just for an extra little pause. Push into your hands, lift your knee, maybe even round your back a little bit. Step your foot through, runner's lunge. Runner's lunge with the hips forward, chest forward. Find the power of your back leg. So that means your inner thigh is lifting towards the ceiling. Your heel is pressing back. Push deep into your left foot, bring your left hand to your thigh. Find the twist here. Okay, so staying like this. Okay, notice your alignment, knee over heel. You can reach it up. Finding a deep twist. And then you're gonna take a little thread the needle. Reach it through. This is optional, always optional. Reach all the way to the other side. Bring it all the way open. Reach it through. Belly in. Bring it out. Notice how much deeper you can get into that front hip. Okay, squeeze. Reach. Open it up again. Last time, reach up, reach up. Beautiful. Bring your hands back down to the floor. Okay, now you're stepping your right foot in a little bit closer. And you're gonna find that little bit of a hinge in the hips. You can bend both knees quite generously. Just get into like a little tuck here. And your forehead might drop towards your shin. You're just folding over yourself. Soften your jaw again, the top of your head. Now you might be able to straighten the back leg and maybe even straighten your front leg. These are all variations. Okay, so this might be that you're all in a nice little tuck, all the knees tuck. Both of your knees tuck. Okay, and then slowly here, as you push into that front foot, just one more breath. And now I want you to bend your left knee, and you're gonna come into that standing split. So the right leg goes up high, look up toward your toes, take a deep breath. And then bring your feet back together, fold forward. Slowly ragdoll back up to standing. All the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Good, okay. Stay in a standing position, hands on your body, hands on heart. Feel your feet, close your eyes, soften your shoulders down your back. Look one way and look the other way. Come back to center, look up, and then look down. Nice, shrug your shoulders up towards your ears and let them roll back in space. Okay, feet are about hip width apart or so. You're gonna take all the weight into your right leg, and let's just take your left knee, bring it in. And I want you to reach over and just sort of grab the shin or right below the knee and squeeze your knee in close. Keep the standing leg really straight and strong as you lift the chest. Drop the shoulders. Keep pressing down into your standing foot. Really good. Okay, and then your hands can come to your hips and start to straighten that leg out in front. Just take one big breath here. Point your toes, and then bring it in. Other side. Just exactly like you do on your back when you bring the knee in. So knee to chest. Straighten your left leg. Bring your right knee in. So you could stay here, or you could reach over, down, and pull that knee in. So straightening your standing leg. Squeeze your knee in close. Soften the shoulders. Okay, so strength and ease, hopefully in equal amounts here. Notice the thoughts in your head. Are they softer or are they harder? Are they very critical? judgmental. Maybe you're wobbling here. It's perfect. One more breath. Okay, and then gently hands to hips. Let's just straighten out that front leg. Reach it through the toes. Bring your feet down. Good. Sway your hips side to side. Beautiful. Okay, let's just step open into a 5-pointed star. You're going to take your right toes out. So we're going into a warrior 2 position right away. You're going to bend your front knee. Okay, arms float up. Just look over your front middle finger. Soften the shoulders down your back. Beautiful. Now you're going to reverse this warrior. So push into your feet. Take the top arm, reach it up. The front arm, reach it high. Lift up out of your waist. Drop the back hand down. Slowly straighten that front leg. Triangle pose. So you're going to hinge. So my right leg is forward. Right hip goes back. Reach your right arm forward. This could be here too with a bent knee. Let the arm come down. Okay, so here, a little bit of a twist as well. Tuck the tailbone, press into your heels, and then open up the body here. Nice. So some of you, there's lots of options. You can take a bind. You can take your top arm, your left arm, reach it down and grab your inner thigh if that works for you. Keep it on your hip. You could reach it up. Wherever you are, just breathe. Find the strength into pressing into the feet, the heels. For these last couple of breaths, you might even extend that arm over the head and reach and pull the ribs. Find the intercostal muscles. Breathe into those spaces. One more breath. Arm can come up. I want you to look down at your front toes and bend your knee. Just rest here for a moment in this side angle. To come back up, press into your feet, rise up slowly. Take a moment, find a neutral, toes turned in. Hands on body again, just take a deep breath. Soften your shoulders. And then we're going to take the other side, so gently turning away, left foot. Okay, so legs are strong. Your torso is facing the long side of your mat. Your left knee is turning out just slightly towards your left pinky toe. Float your arms up, warrior 2. Okay, notice the strength of your back glute. Feel that. Take a deep breath here. And then you're going to reverse it. Just bring that left arm up. And sink into the front thigh a little bit more as you reach up and out of your waist. One huge breath. Okay, slowly straighten your front leg. If it's there, you can straighten it. If not, just keep it bent. We're going to go trikonasana, triangle pose. Hinge your left hip all the way back. Reach, reach, reach. And drop the arms. Drop the left arm. Reach the right arm or take any other variation. Press into your feet. Find a way to extend up, out, get longer. Okay, belly to spine, hips moving, opening, beautiful. Take that top arm and reach it over your head. If your neck is not comfortable, look down towards the floor. Just take one more breath. Beautiful. You're gonna bring the arm up, look down, press into your feet, and then just take a pause here in this side angle. Feel that front hip. And then rise up slowly. Rise up slowly. Bring your feet a little bit closer together. And we're going to make our way to the floor, but we're going to do it in a squat. So your feet are going to come about mat width apart. And you're just gently going to come down into the squat. So here we are, squatting position. Your hands are together. And I want you to lift the hips up off away from the floor a little bit. So we're not sinking down into our squat. I want you to find a little energy. Press the floor away with your feet. Lift the hips higher. Now press your knees apart, and at the very same time, see, can you press your knees into your elbows and lengthen your spine. So I'll go sideways just to show you that there's a really flat back happening here. This is a lot, right? So you're lifting up a little bit out, so your pelvic floor lifting away from the floor. Press your knees apart, press your knees into your elbows, and then lengthen. Get your chest forward. Okay, pull your belly towards your spine, navel in. Now soften your toes, soften your shoulders. And just for a moment here, just breathe. Finding strength and ease. Massaging the muscles around the heart. Let them spread forward, shoulder blades down your back. One more breath. Okay, and then your fingertips come to the floor. And I want you to step back. Some of you I know are dying to do crow. So if you wanted to do crow pose, feel free. All right, we're just gonna make our way down to the floor. So slow and steady, lower down. Let's just take a locust pose here. Arms by your sides and lift arms, lift legs, lift chest. Squeeze it. Squeeze your legs. Reach your fingers back and lengthen here. Beautiful. 2. Neck is long. One more breath. Lift the legs higher and then bring your hands down. Rest your whole body. This is when it's easier to soften. Okay, so we're just gonna lie on our side. So I want you to come down and just roll over onto your side for a moment. And we're gonna do a little bit of work with the glutes. So I have to check the time. So we're gonna have, I'm on my right side, right hand on my head. Knees are gonna bend like you were doing a chair position. And all we're gonna do is take that top leg up. We're just gonna lift it up and down. Okay, so squeeze and press through the heel. Now belly in, and you can take that the front arm, left hand, the top arm, fingertips to the floor for more support. And just keep lifting the leg up and down. There's so many variations of this pose that you can work with. You can do so much with this. You can bring your foot slightly forward, changing the angle so you can access different parts of the glute or the inner thigh. You bring it back. So just keep moving through this. Okay, a couple more breaths. Feeling like you have a little weight on your ankle here. Notice that resistance. Stay with it. Okay, 2 more. Keep pressing up through the heel. Okay, and then you're just going to plant that back foot behind you. Straighten out your right leg, the leg in front, and you're going to be more rolling onto your glute a little bit. Fingertips on the floor. We're going to lift the inner thigh now. So press down into that left foot. Your right foot lifts up and down the inner thigh. Good. Just keep breathing. Where can you find a little softness here? It doesn't last forever, this sensation. It ends. Keep lifting through the heel. You can change that angle, bring it slightly forward and lift it up on a bit of a diagonal. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Let it go. Okay, bring your knees in. We're just going to roll over and come to the other side. So you're going to be on your left side. So these are great exercises for stabilizing your side joint, for working on strengthen the core, strengthen them through the hips. You're going to take the top leg and just start to pulse it up and down, press through the heel. Nice. Fingertips on the floor. Engage your core, so obliques, pull them in, navel, pull it in, press the heel up and down. Squeeze the butt. Good. Just keep lifting. Imagine a little weight on your ankle. Maybe you don't even have to imagine it. Maybe you feel it there. Keep lifting, squeeze that butt muscle. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Okay, bend your knee, place it behind you with a bent knee, foot on the ground. Now roll a little bit onto your left butt cheek and you're just lifting that inner thigh. Okay. Change up anything that needs to change in your body for more stability. Ease. Keep lifting that inner leg. Okay, belly in. 3, keep lifting, 2, and then stay here, hold. And now this time bring the knees in, give it a little tap, a little fist with your hand. Okay, and then you're gonna come onto your belly just for a moment. I want you just to come down, lie on your belly with your arms out, stretched out. So when you reach the arms like airplane wings, I want them to be lower than the shoulder. So not up higher than the shoulder, they're down lower. And we're gonna actually roll. So this is, if you're working with a shoulder injury, just stay here and maybe do some strengthening with your fingers and lifting up through the chest. So this is an option, more strengthening. If you want to get right into releasing some of the stretch and getting a pectoral stretch in the inner rotator cuff as well, we're gonna do a little roll over. So we're gonna start right hand on the floor first, left arm is stretched out just like that. And you're just gonna slowly begin to roll over to the inside of that left shoulder. Now the top leg, you can keep them bent like this, or you can start to reach that right leg back behind you. Good, so maybe the ear is down on the ground or the head. Definitely feel, so if it's feeling any kind of pain or constriction, obviously you do not want to do this. If you're okay, you can just start to press in, to let go of some of the holding. Just feel that squeeze, that pressure of the front on through the left shoulder, stretching out through the front body. One more breath. Okay, and then you're just gonna slowly roll back to center. Come back in, take a moment. Bring your forehead to the floor, draw your shoulders back. And then you can just take a little stretch here, reach up. And then come back down. So other side, right arm down, and you're gonna just gently start to roll over the right side. Left fingertips are on the ground, bring your left foot back, if it's there, if it's comfortable. Just breathing here, let go a little bit through the shoulder. You can feel that deep squeeze in through the back and through the shoulder, pressing down, opening up the chest a little bit. One more big breath here. And you're going to slowly come back to center, so pressing down into both feet. Good, bring both hands together and rest your head on there. Let your legs go a little bit wider, just shake them out. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Cobra, last one, squeeze the legs, lift up. Bring the hands to press and come back into a downward facing dog. You're gonna just walk it out a little bit. Shake out your head. Right leg will go back. Let's just touch a little pigeon pose for a moment. So right knee forward. And you're just gonna lengthen here, land. So this variation, you're gonna fold. We're just here for a couple of breaths. So left leg can stretch back. If this is not accessible to you here, you could take a wheel of life position. So you're gonna take that right foot onto your left thigh and fold over your front knee. You could stay there. You could also wanted to do something a little bit more intense. You're welcome to do that. To amplify the pose, do what works. Okay, so you're just gonna take 3 full long breaths. And again, as you breathe in, just notice if you're magnetizing whatever you want, just let it kind of draw towards you. And as you exhale, see if you can just let it land in the body. Letting everything just sort of soften within. Even though you're still using the strength of your muscles, you're still using the strength of your body, can you also be soft with your words, with your actions, with your beingness? Attract that in. Beautiful. Okay, come back up slowly, whichever side you were in, and let's just transition to the other side. So through downward facing, you can come into pigeon, other side, or your wheel of life. You're just going to fold over that front knee, whatever that looks like for you.
You can also be doing this on your back in the thread the needle. It really helps to open the palms, to remember the idea of softness in the body. Let that left hip sort of soften towards the ground. Notice the resistance and try to breathe in towards it. So instead of moving away, see if you can just kind of hold it there and let the breath soften around it. Okay, last big breath here. Open your mouth, exhale. Letting go of any last little bit of holding. Fingertips on the ground and rise up. Okay, and then just coming back into your neutral downward facing, and we'll make our way onto the back. You're gonna lie back, coming into a butterfly, a lying butterfly, soles of feet together, hands on body. Let the knees fall. So if that is uncomfortable for your groin, if you're working with a groin injury, please bring your knees together, feet wide, resting pose. Just allow for the body to soften towards the ground. So I want you to become really aware of the surface underneath you. And let your body melt towards the surface underneath you. So like you were merging with the surface of the ground, of the mat. Notice if you're still lifting your skin, the muscles away from the ground. What would happen if you just tried letting go of that holding? We'll just take one more breath like that. Inhale fully right down into your hips. And a long exhale, empty through your mouth. Okay, so whatever pose you were in, I want you just to bring the knees now towards your chest and just let them be a little bit like further apart. Grab your shins just below the knees and rock yourself back and forth, side to side. Just releasing any tension in the back. You can also take your eye gaze side to side, release your neck, relax your shoulders, and then you're just gonna come down, feet on the ground, whatever comfortable position you want for Shavasana. Legs are gonna be wide, arms out or arms on body. And you're gonna stay in Shavasana for as long as you have, as long as you need. Noticing again, just letting your body, the surface of the ground and your body meet up. And what would it take for you to experience a more of a release in that way? So use your breath, breathing in softness and exhaling even more softness, letting the softness land in your body. It's a conscious choice to release the tension, release the holding, release the perfection, release the hardness of your thoughts, of your actions, prioritizing softness in your life for greater connection with yourself and with others. Please stay with this as long as you have, as long as you need. And I will end it here just with a really big breath. Please stay where you are and take your time. I thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank your body. Thank your breath. Until next time, always with you. Namaste.